The views or opinions expressed on this show are solely their own and do not necessarily represent the views or opinions of Zonse Live.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Something Radio. First one of the year, and we're excited to be here. First of all, I'd like to send our shout outs to the people that make it possible for us to be here and bring this stuff to you. Shout out to Zonse Live. Make sure you're subscribed to the page on YouTube and make sure you like this video. Shout out to Also Arts for always hosting us, and shout out to Jason Das. Shout out to Miko. Shout out to Yeo. Shout out to Michael, everybody else in the building. My name is Paige, my co-host as always, Tap Frequency. And today we've got a very special guest in the building. This guy. This guy's been in the game for a while. How long now?
About 12, 13 minutes.
Sheesh. Yeah. This guy's been in the game.
That's like automatic legendary status.
Yeah. He's done his hours.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, help us welcome the real landlord to Something Radio. How did that name come about, bro?
Which one is the fake one?
Maybe
that should be the question. Who's the fake landlord?
Hey. It just came out, okay? English there's no. So the real just came,
Yeah,
just showed off the tongue, man.
Yeah.
But how you doing, man?
I'm good, very good. How are you?
I'm alright, man.
Sure.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
How is it so far?
2022.
Yeah.
Nothing changes, man. It's just like any other day. It's just like any other time. But yeah.
So far so good.
So far so good. Yeah.
I'm still very curious to find out how the landlord, name came about. Like, was this a self-title?
Yeah,
or...
it's a self-title, which managed to go through to everybody else. And the fact that people are okay with it means it makes sense. Yeah. So yeah.
Many ndio ndi landlord wachani. Landlord wa game, landlord wa
chili Jose vile mkaganiza.
Yeah. But nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, man.
Cheers.
Bless. So last year you had such a great year. You did like sold out shows, big shows.
Yeah.
Like I was even complaining because I said video is to be on Apple Watch for big one big
man.
But that was big. Congratulations on that.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Congratulations on you've done so much over the years, man. And like you deserve to get your flowers, and so we've got this plant in the back. Yeah, man. But yeah, the international collaborations with MT and them, could you just tell us how 2021 was for you and like such collaborations came about?
Actually, the songs with MT and Nindo were in 2020.
Those were done in 2020, yeah.
But I have new content with MT as well that is coming out this year.
Nice.
We have a video also that is going to drop this January. It was shot in Malawi the time that I was doing the show in Zuzu.
Yeah.
So we shot the video in Malawi with Obino and Kion. So we're trying to drop the video in January as well.
Okay.
And we also have new songs with MT from our album.
Okay.
Yeah. But then the first time I met MT was he came to my house through a connect. He came to my house and we did on time.
Yeah.
And ever since that, the rest is just a connection.
Yeah.
It was just one of those things where you don't have to force it, but the connection is there. So the second time was when I got featured on his album.
Okay.
And then came to Malawi for the show, and then when I go to Joburg, we're always together as well.
Nice.
And then it's just,
That's
it's
nice.
a relationship now.
I think there was like a lot of speculations around that time when that collaboration was happening.
Yeah.
Because everyone was asking the questions like, did he pay for the feature, or how did this?
The first one, I paid for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. You don't just meet MT.
Yeah.
You don't just meet MT.
Yeah.
Like that. But then from that onwards, it's no longer a business relationship.
Yeah.
It's a
so friendship.
I call him now, like I want the hope, and he's gonna jump on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's huge, man.
It's really big. I think even Kumala Gunabumina wouldn't load in Tainage. It seems like Zimsodi is a business like that, like because music is a business, right?
Yeah.
Zimo Negangadi, like having someone write your songs or like getting help any sort of help. It's more you're not talented. I see you are bored. But like there's certain stages that you have.
Now you can't do it alone. Especially if you're gonna be in the game for like 12, 13, 15 years. You can't do it alone. You need to have a proper team. Even when it's time to write a song, you need to have a proper team, because let's face it, like when it comes to Malawi, there are very few concepts that you can think about. I've done pretty much everything. So these days, if you wanna come up with something new, then you need to have a team. I'm not saying I don't write my music. I write my music all the time. But then if I'm in the studio and then you're in the studio as well, and then you tell me, okay, I'm going to listen to your idea.
Of course.
And I'm going to give you credit. You have seen my songs before, and I'm putting out an artwork, but some written by Wagudu. It's not like I'm handling nyimbo. But then if I'm in the studio and then you help me change certain things and then I change them, then I have to give you credit. So that's how it is.
So you've said something very important about having a team and having people in spaces like that help you, fix certain things or, just assist in the process of making the music. I've always been curious to ask how Malawian artists pay for these things. Do you pay the person that is helping you write? Do they get royalties from the songs? What's usually the
I feel like that's a very serious question, because now I'm assuming like as if I have to call someone. I said, no,
not like that. Let's just assume that you're in studio with I don't want to mention any name, but let's say any other artist.
Usually when I'm in the studio, they could be maybe Charisma, KLK, Henwood, AFB, let's say, and Tricky Beats.
These are your homies, these are your boys.
Yes. So I'm recording a song, and let's say Henwood is producing the song. I'm writing the song, and then I'm stuck somewhere. And then let's say Charisma says, and then I listen. I'm going to give him credit.
Yeah, but I mean the credit. Does the credit come with...
No, that's on a friendship level. Okay. That's on a friendship level. Because if Charisma was in the same spot and I was in the video, I would do the same.
Of course.
I was in the studio, I would do the same.
Of course.
I'd like to go back to sort of the beginning, how you came up. You came out with Pity Boys.
What a time.
What a time that was. How hard was it for a group from Lilongwe to like break into the scene without social media? Two, with most
Blantyre had taken over as well that time, all the dope rappers.
At that time, when we making music, it was just about the passion. We never even thought we didn't have ideas of making a show, my stadium, or performing at level stars or be big artists, right? It was just about the passion. We couldn't even dream that far. So these days I feel like artists, they have so much things they have access to, and I feel like whenever artists are going to blow amakazo in the would because now listen, you have Facebook now, but Facebook, we have like 800,000 Malawians on Facebook. That's a community that is there together. You can actually put out a song and you have access to all those people at once. You have Made on Monday. You can have a song on Made on Monday. That's like millions are listening to that. So, but now you have access to so many things. Go to Kozorosa Nyimbo and have 1 million Malawians listen to it in a day. Right? Maybe through radio or TV or downloads. You can have access to 1 million Malawians at once. The time we're coming up, when we put out a song, we'd go burning places. We're waiting big money for another malaria. We'd go there. No, like for real. We'd go there. Wasiya nyimbo umuzira se ali samela kuza bena nyimbo kunogo kwa uza bena za 50 cent uzungu mwingira nyimbo ya sabu. You get, and then we still managed to get umakwirabe bangono through that process. That's what I'm saying. Panoba muntodi, you're an artist ukudusa nyimbo kumanosizi kutenga makazi oti bendina ake. No, for real. Ndio sayana ya kale ko buy my excuse something. Panobe makazi oti ndina ake.
You can say you can say that there's also a lot of excuses artists can make. Like Joy not playing people's music.
Nah, but Joy not is not the only access that you can.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But these are just excuses that one could make. You could also make an excuse that there's 1,000 rappers now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying now
is it's so hard for one to come up.
Yeah, Commando, you have so many advantages. that some of us never had.
Yeah.
So when I see my artists, my upcoming artists complaining, it's like, okay, you're complaining now. Come on, if all the time when you're coming up, we never had all these resources that you have. Yeah.
Nice.
How did Pity Boys come about?
The three of us were in the same school. We're at St. John's Secondary School. And Cyclone was like MQ's neighbor in 89. So Slayer was like 500 meters away from MQ. So it was just like the same, That time we used to walk from area 18 to area 15. Gwamba record for diesel. So yeah, as I said, it was just about the passion for music. So Dinambadi will get it. Like when we were in Form 4. At the time I was in Form 4 and MQ was in Form 3 and Ella was in Form 1. So that's when we started recording. But after Ntalimbano Form 4, the time, that space, that's when we started having like proper studio time. So go to DJ Slay or Snow K and start recording. And the same process, but so at that time, it was like people now at school are also proud. But okay, there's actually mafana de maimba. So entire holiday, you would have like St. John's. Let's say Antoina Makaku Blanta, Ena Makala Wunchi, Ena Kasungu. They'll move with the music. So Bangono started growing back and then.
Nice. Do you remember the first time you got played on radio?
I don't, but on TV. On TV, because my mom and Wabula. Because they had this bunny in the video. Because at that time we never had any access to any model. Work that thing. I think it was shot in 2009 or 8. So that time we never had any access to anything. So I called Kwame at that time. So I said, Kwame, I want to shoot a video. Because I don't even know anything. So he told me, I'm a fan. I'm going to arrange everything for you. Send me the song. We sent the song. And then another thing, as a model. Video, I said, you go home. So I got to the video, I'm like, okay, cool, it's happening. No one's what said, I'm good go model. My mom saw the video on MBC TV at that time. I think it was touching base. This is not a bomb. But then as we were growing also, my mom and dad started to let me do music. Because it doesn't make sense when it's just music, especially in Malawi, because we have so many examples. We don't have to go there. Komano, it doesn't make sense when it's just music. Komano, when you start getting some shows, Aguba start 50 bini, Bulago great Amazina was here, but then that's when it start making sense to the parents. So when it got to that, that's when even my mom and dad would give me space to make music. That's when I would say, okay, I'm going to Blantyre, I'm going to perform, and there's no problem.
Alright, that's dope. I've always been curious to find out when someone's making a certain type of music and they start making a certain type of music. The difficulty or just how hard it is to start making a different type of music. Is it hard or is it easy to make? I don't know how to ask the question, but I think you understand.
To make secular music, I feel like secular music is so easy to make because you can pretty much say anything, even if it's not true, and people are gonna listen. And when I listen to a work secular verse, very strong because it's just you can pretty much say anything. You get because when I was already didn't but then this is my chicken for. But also but then this is my chicken for. But people are gonna listen to that. You get so whereas gospel. There's limited content. It's because you need to talk about those things. Those issues. You can't lie. You get so, but that doesn't. You still have to make songs that people can relate to. In the same gospel, because in the same gospel you can choose to do the Yesu Agubela gospel, or you can choose to go around the Mr. Yesu concepts that you can listen to one line and Muntaganazuzu wanna go no surprise. It hits you because you also wanna play or surprise. So I just try as much as I can to just make that content that people can relate to on that level.
Nice.
So whether it's secular or it's gospel, I feel like the key is to make music that people can relate to.
Okay.
There was a time when you had a label with Third Eye called So Rebel. What was the goal of coming up with like a label and like trying to sign artists?
I think it was a mistake because at that time I was the one who was supposed to be looking for someone to sign, help me sign an artist. Because if you want to sign artists, you need to have like a proper bag of money. Let's face facts. Because if I'm gonna sign you, you have your own expectation. You're gonna need me to fund your music videos. You're gonna need me to fund your shows. You're gonna need me to make sure you're looking nice. So I need to have that bag set somewhere for me to sign you. That's the problem in Malawi as well. People just think they can just wake up and sign someone. It doesn't work like that. Just in a sense, you know, when a label is signing you, let's say Ambitious or any other label is signing you, they're gonna make sure you have a nice house, you have a nice car. Because now you need to represent. You get. So I feel like it was a mistake, but then it was a mistake done with good intention.
Okay.
You know, the intention was like, okay, let's see how we can grow ourselves, and also let's see if we can help other artists grow. But then it was wrong time. We didn't have enough resources to do that.
Would you do it again?
I still don't have enough resources to do that now, because I feel like now I have enough resources to focus on myself.
Okay.
Yeah. But then if I ever get to a point where I have enough resources to focus on someone else, then yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that so much because I think it's game in my
Yeah.
So I think Magambi Rodi were not actually making music, or like we just watch from the outside. We have a lot of opinions on like how artists should do their thing or whatever. And people always say, I'll give an example. I don't like to name drop, but Tegrin. People always say Tegrin has got access to, you know, international artists. Like he's a big artist. Maybe he should sign. Why doesn't he put other people on?
So you think Teg, you know, just go Two-Face, no more that said, Emba, Two-Face, even if I tell MT, would I say, when you find out what would you do, when you bought Emba, Sudan Emba, it doesn't work like that. Yeah, man, is doing it. Yeah. So it's not that easy. It's not that easy. Yeah.
And it's true what you're saying about the perception of artists when you're outside of the box and you're not really looking.
You know, so I used to hate Tigray. Nah, it was just bitterness. Yeah. So I also understand about bitterness and trying. Yeah, because I know how people think.
Yeah.
I know. So I've been in that position before. So I've seen how it works. And, you know, people don't know how it actually works behind the scenes. They just see the product. Yeah. When you actually understand the whole process, how people think, the whole business thing in music, that's when you get to understand.
In terms of what people say and you as a human being, because at the end of the day, we're all human beings, you know?
Yeah.
How does it affect you? Like,
it depends on the platform.
But over the years, you know, it's been up and down. People say different things at different times, and
it depends on the platform, because there's a whole psychology behind it. There's people wouldn't diss you on Instagram because Instagram is it's intimate. You know? That's where you post pictures and you want people to like and say you look nice. You know, there are two platforms that people can diss you on. There's Facebook and there's Twitter. These two are very different. First of all, you need to understand that as an artist, like any person who has followers, you need to understand the concept. On Facebook, there are two factors. It might be that there are different people on Facebook and different people on Twitter, or it can be the same person with different characters. Once he's on Facebook, he's gonna be a different person. Once he goes on Twitter, he's gonna be a different person. Am I making sense?
Following.
So Facebook is like, you know, 90% of the people on Facebook are like those fans who you can't just meet anyone. You know, mafana oda makala when I'm ghetto, they have no reason to hate me. You get? Mafana oda even akuzobeza picture kwa Facebook waja. Ndugibanga download nduguimata ujipinda wao. You don't even know. Kumano I didn't want to enjoy. What do you mean? Another picture even I sent. Oh no, like charisma, or like okay. Those are like active fans.
Yeah.
They have my pictures and now I'm mad. And those artists don't even know. Twitter Twitter is a community that over the years, Antoine Bangazodi, this is where you have to be mean. This is where you have to be a bad person. This is where you're gonna get more followers if you say bad things about people, you know. But people don't understand one thing. The reason why people do that is not like you're gonna look cool if you're mean, but then there's a bigger reason behind that. It's because the people on Twitter are not the people on Facebook or the amakala kuna wage odisonga kumane na wanchi, no. Amakala guide odi mina anagera bobo aenda advanced diploma or degree. I'm a favor decent job I'm under 250 300. Amakala news out avanga share deal mana for 9 waiting. No, please be an example. I would understand. Amakala news out mina ama share rent ama pay 150 200 wina ni decent wina ni demi. Sura kuvudika. Bobo. Twice a month I'm out of our baby. Those people are the ones who are bound to hate you more than a person on Facebook, than a person who, because that person you can bump into that person. Mina kokos breakfast. He has access to kokos. So because of woman, or mina if you're an artist and you go out, I don't go out. Come if you go out because those are the people you can rub shoulders with. Those are the people that can see your life. Those are the people who like can see you having things and can feel like they deserve better than you. Yeah. Those are the people who they were living a better life than you. You get the point. Those are the people who access just because you can drive yourself home, all that love would turn into hatred. You get. So I understand how to handle things on Twitter. I understand how to handle things on Facebook. Okay. You get. So because of all those factors, and also when I'm trying my degree, because of all those factors, I understand frustration kama za parigizana ndi anger inaye, ema za parigizana nundi hatred inaye. Now all those things are made, they are called now these days and being mean. Yeah. Come, it's not actually being mean. You get. So I understand where it's coming from when I see something on Twitter. I understand where it's coming from when I see something on Facebook. Now let me tell you one thing. If I do a show in Zuzu Stadium, 15,000 people, 90% of those people don't have Twitter. You get. But 98% of those people are on Facebook. So as an artist, because I understand these two platforms, right? Even if I post a picture on Twitter, the same picture on Facebook, I can have different captions. Okay. Because I'm addressing two different platforms, two different audiences. An audience that can actually come to my show, an audience that can actually buy my album, and an audience that will always have an opinion, because you can't blame them also, because so whenever there's something, they need to have an opinion. You get. It's a whole different psychology. Yeah. So I understood that psychology, and I hope other artists understand that psychology. So especially in Malawi. Yeah. Okay. That is why when something is big on Facebook, it's big in Malawi. Yeah. Because something can be big on Twitter and just Twitter. Yeah. In Malawi. Because the Twitter community is just that community that doesn't have that influence. Yeah. You get. So you have Maji Sena Godin, but don't know about Twitter Baja, because the Baba stage you can buy in Ballet no Mango Hang. But Twitter na blow up. You get. I'm being honest. But Twitter Baja not blow up. Now, but the Maji study about Twitter Baja, but even Nanga. And I don't mind. Hey, but the Mamma was a very show, those are money, I don't mind. Huge. So these are two different communities, two different audiences, two different backgrounds that are influenced by different things. Yeah. So as an artist, you need to study the psychology. When you study the psychology, you know how to react to everything. Okay.
So does this mean that you feel the need to return the same type of energy that you get from the specific social media platform, depending on which one.
Okay, Facebook can decide to cancel me.
Yeah.
We have cancelled Gwamba. I apologize. Because those are the actual people who come to the shows. Those are the people who are gonna buy my album. Twitter don't have that power.
Okay.
They don't have that power. You get, because I can do without them.
So that's why you give them this energy.
No, it's not like that per se. Come, I'm just telling you, say so. Because I know whatever I'm saying is making a lot of sense to you.
Yeah.
So I want you to understand as well, it's not about the energy, because even by Facebook, because at the end of the day, me being Gwamba doesn't mean I'm not a human being.
Of course.
You get. I'm a human being first before being an artist. So whatever you said on me, you're saying that to a human being. Even if you're replying to my Facebook page, but there's still a human being behind it. Yeah. And that human being has feelings. So just because you're a fan doesn't give you the power to hurt my feelings. Because I also have the power to hurt yours using the same platform. So it's all about respect and knowing you're talking to a human being. You know, I handle things that so other people can't handle.
Yeah. Because
I understand the psychology. Come, there are other people who, if you put them in the same position, it can be very affected. You know, those things can affect people.
Yeah, they do.
I even saw just 2 days or 3 days ago, we know Zalemba would Mutu wa Fizo kwaya kufunika jenchana, and then physics went and say, I said, you know what, this is now bullying, you know.
Yeah, cyberbullying.
And I felt that, you know. So if that mere tweet and Fizo said this is bullying,
big man like Fizo too, you know.
You get. So there are so many young artists out there who can't handle all that bullying that happens on Twitter or on Facebook. I can handle that any day because I know what's happening. I know where the frustrations are coming from.
Does it influence you to change certain decisions with your music? These opinions about people
on Facebook.
On Facebook.
Yes,
but not on Twitter.
Facebook, as I say, I'm not dissing anybody. I'm just saying facts. Yeah. Facebook they have the power because they're the ones who actually come to my shows. You get. Twitter, they have opinions, but they don't even support the music like that. So if I do something on Facebook and people say, Jagud, but Facebook, but there's Regina on Facebook, trust me, I'm gonna change.
Okay.
Because that's now you get. Yeah, yeah. On Twitter, nah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's an interesting opinion, man. Like, you know, I never knew that's how you looked at things and people's perception of you and all those things. I was just, in my head, I was just thinking you just don't care about these figures.
No, the reason why I don't care is because I understand. I totally understand.
Okay.
Yeah. So they can even try to justify it. You can even say something very bad and try and justify it.
Yeah.
But I say you can justify it all you want. But deep down, you know what this is just your frustration and your anger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you get more love now where you are? Or you get, like, say, from, your peers or, like, other people in the industry or, like,
now,
friends?
These days, it's very hard to say. It's very hard to notice because it could be fake love.
Yeah.
You see, it could be fake love. Commercial, the biggest advantage that I have is like I've been with the same people since like 2012, 2010.
Yeah.
Those are the people that we still keep around, the PFPs, KLKs.
How important is that to like maintain the people around you?
It's very important because you avoid so many things. When you avoid so many circles, you avoid so many things. Each and every circle is gonna come with their own drama.
Yeah.
You know? With PFP or KLK, it's not like we don't have problems. We have so many problems every now and then. Some of which will come to the public, like the matter thing.
Yeah.
Some of which will just end within ourselves. You know? Matoka let's say Henu Gwamba and charisma. Henu da pozando zene as a big brother. I say, we handle it within our circle. Sata, because the one balance only muntu inaso, and then muntu inaso. That's how friendship goes. Because nobody's perfect. Even in your friends, that's why people say friendship is kupigilana. So that importance is where, as you grow together as a circle, as friends, you get to know each other's weaknesses, each other's strength, and then you get to entertain each other to a certain level. Because I've grown to understand each other on that level. So it's very important because you avoid so many things. True. You avoid so many things. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't be cool with other people. You can be cool with other people as well. But level friendship, you have to keep yourself small. Yeah. Alisa banga makandidi mwazo from boys. Alisa makandidi mabanga. Tori mabanga. Yeah. Those things are supposed to be within a circle. You avoid a lot of things.
Okay. Yeah. Before we move on from the talk about social media and perspective and all that, you put out an album artwork the other week.
Yeah.
And wait. Before we make this about social media and all of that, let's talk about the album first.
Yeah.
Right? And then
before I thought this.
Let's not. Let's keep our priorities straight. This is a music space, so let's talk about the music first. You've announced that you're releasing an album on 6th July this year. It's called True Independence. True Independence is being released on the Independence Day. Can you tell us more about the album and what we should expect from this album, from this new album?
I've tried to feature big artists, and also I'm trying to find maybe 2 or 3 upcoming artists that I can feature. And I'm working with mostly Tricky Beats, PFP and Henwood, but also I've jumped on beats from other upcoming producers as well.
Okay.
I've featured there's Charisma, KK, Quest, Kelvin Sings. I did a song with Kelvin Sings just 3 days ago.
Nice.
And I'm a huge fan, by the way.
Yeah.
And it's funny how he records, and it's so easy for him.
Yeah.
It's just like 1 take, 2 takes, or bagila zata.
Naturally.
So you can see what this guy is gifted. So yeah, I've recorded with Kelvin Sings. Ababa, I'm traveling on Tuesday. I'm going to SM. I'm trying to see if I can shoot a video and also maybe have some features on the album. I traveled to Tanzania last year. That is still in the process because we went there to meet an artist and we're still talking. Okay. But I hope we're gonna have the artist in the album as well. Nice. So my plan is to put out maybe 2 or 3 singles before the release date, and then it comes up on 6th July.
Nice. What does True Independence
mean
to you? What are we being independent from?
It's just it's in different scenarios. The first scenario, as a country, we celebrate Independence Day, but are we truly independent as a country? Okay. Because if a Nzungu guy comes and says, if you don't do this, are you truly independent? Okay. Do you deserve to celebrate Independence Day? But also, as a Christian, what does independence mean to you? Because we live in a world where we have free will. God lets us do whatever we want. You see, it's your free will. So, what is independence as a Christian? When you say you're independent, you can make your own decisions, you can live your life the way you want. But what is true independence in the eyes of God? So it's that concept relating, first of all, Malawi, but also you as a human being, you as a Christian. So what is true independence?
Okay.
Yeah.
Very exciting. Very exciting. We're really looking forward to.
This is about my wedding that day.
The gospel, Ejidad.
How many albums did you have before? Do you still count them?
1. I had 1. I only had 1 to say the album.
My boss is not going to
I wish because I won't pass someone to him. I want for my best friend and my best friend. Okay, yeah, we must do that. Like for real, I wish I can write for someone.
You know, just be someone's ghostwriter. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of artists out there that need ghostwriters.
Yeah, so many.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Name? I don't know, nigga.
I know what you're about to get into. Before we talk about people's reaction of your artwork for the album, what were you trying to communicate with the
I wasn't trying to communicate. I wanted the reaction.
Oh.
Yeah, I wanted the reaction, and from the reaction, I wanted to do a competition. I'm telling you, I wanted the reaction. I can show you my conversations that have passed.
Because you really had a lot lot of people going crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
commercial in Malawi, it's so easy to have a reaction.
To get a reaction.
The only reaction in Malawi you're gonna get on that level has to be negative.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you want a reaction from Malawians, most of the times, 90% of the times, it has to be negative. So it's so easy for you to get a reaction.
In my opinion, I think the concept wasn't bad. You know, honestly, I don't think it was a bad concept.
You think you could have done worse?
as a stand? No, man. As a concept. I just think it can be executed better, so you can still stick with
the model.
Okay, so what you're saying is the same picture. You can have
no, not the same picture. No, not the same.
No, actually, I'm gonna use the same picture for Marble.
Oh yeah. I thought you should use a completely different photo.
I'm gonna use the same photo because people on Facebook told me that I can use the same.
You need to start listening to Facebook.
Yo, these Facebook people.
But for real, I'm gonna use the same photo.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna show you after the interview. I'm gonna show you like a few more artworks that people have sent me.
Okay.
Because I posted yesterday on Facebook. Yeah. I've gotten over 100 already.
Oh yeah?
Crazy.
Artworks. And some are nice. I'll show you, and then you get to understand. Because you can actually use the same picture and come up with something dope.
Exactly. I thought the concept was dope.
Did the models and the people, everyone else know?
Yes. How do you just tell people? Wow. Why should this have pictures?
But those guys are actors as well.
Yeah.
Isn't Fat Beer an actor?
No.
No?
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Madaba, what you call him Fat? Okay,
yeah. That's his name,
Makanga
right?
Kunga. Yes.
But okay, anyway.
Is that?
Yeah, no,
yeah,
it is.
Yeah, okay.
It is.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Is he on the album?
Who?
I saw the group, some of the people on the poster. The poet, is he on the album?
No.
The two girls?
No.
Have you heard their music? What do you think of their music?
I think they're really dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're really dope. And I wouldn't mind working with them.
Okay.
Nice. That would be interesting to see.
Yeah. Well, how do you feel about Malawi not having many female artists on the scene? What do you think is the reason?
They're actually there.
Oh yeah?
But then I feel like they don't push each other. Because you know what? When I'm putting out a song, it's on it. I'm putting out a song. It's a Gwamba song. You're gonna see Physics post it. Pixie is gonna post it.
Yeah.
Tegrin is gonna post it. KOK is gonna post it. Charisma is gonna post it.
Already, that's
a team of people.
You know, even if I have a huge following, if I have all those people posting my song, I'm gonna use Fredo is gonna post it, right? That song is gonna reach a bigger audience than the audience I was gonna have by myself. Female artists need to do the same. Let's say Hazel Mark is putting out a song. Have Zani Shale post it. Bianca post it. You know, Senji post it. They need to push themselves. Because I feel like so many people say, no, Mama artist, Malawi, you don't push female artists. But first of all, there has to be that movement within themselves.
Yeah.
You get? And then we can jump on that movement. So I feel like it can be much better if there was that, unity. Because first of all, Seambili. The fact that Seambili is so easy for them even to have a WhatsApp group. I'm gonna talk. You get? You understand, eh?
Yeah.
But it's so easy for them to say, okay, Leroli, Bianca Urusa Yimbo, Alisa Yabange post.
Yeah.
You get?
I hear it.
It's a very small community that is so easy to unite, and they can easily push each other.
Yeah.
And then once we see that unity, that movement, I mean, that's what the whole country now can jump on that.
Okay.
So I feel like the number one factor on the female music in Malawi, music industry in Malawi, they need to unite and start pushing themselves.
Okay. Okay.
The same way even we push ourselves.
Yeah. I think that's been a very big question around going around the industry, like what's up with the females and like women involvement in music.
And also when you're doing, let's say, an event and then you have 10 male artists and then maybe 1 or 2 female artists, and then people are gonna say, "Man, some nigga, my female artist." I say, we're not gonna put you on the poster just because you're female.
Yeah,
you need to show what you're actually doing something. You know,
you need to.
And
your work needs to speak for itself.
Yeah, I feel like there's so many female artists who are putting out good songs, but then the songs are limited to a certain audience. You know. But I feel like they can do much better if they start pushing each other, and then we can also try our best and jump on the same album.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, that's good.
Moving on. Why did you decide? There's so much to talk to you about, bro.
Yeah.
I'm skipping some of the stuff, but this is something I would like to get into. The Malawi Hip Hop Awards. Why did you decide to do the Malawi Hip Hop Awards?
Actually,
how hard was it for you to like sit down and say, I don't want to be nominated or like awarded?
And I have to address that because I feel like when I said that, and when I saw now Nangadodi winner and that's a feeder.
Yeah.
Would bigger than. There's no way you can have awards and still be in the same awards. Even if you say Woody Azibanga hand on Antwena. It won't make sense.
Still a conflict of interest.
Yeah. Very much.
Big time.
So I felt like first of all, hip hop is about competition, whether we like it or not.
Yeah.
You know, that's why we call them a battle. It's all about competition, egos, and that drives you to make better music.
Yeah.
You know. So I feel like the awards, especially if you attach a certain amount of money, even if it's very small, it's still gonna motivate someone.
Yeah.
So I feel like the awards are gonna change the hip hop industry in terms of people making better music, people making better quality music. Because when they're like UMP awards, Song of the Year, what about hip hop?
It's tough.
Because in Malawi, for a hip hop song to blow, Garimena blow and Katimo or Modo, it's not all the time.
Yeah.
When you look at 5 songs, Mineza blog Malawi in that year, Mabeza would mina pali nyimbo yake okay. Nyimbo ya na madingo. Nyimbo ya ndani. Kuma for you to find a hip hop song, it's very hard. So, who is gonna take care of this hip hop artist now? Because even if you do other awards, mina wangu kala ba hip hop artist of the year 5 year na again. You know, but artist of the year ba just udi mube zaba hip hop kawili oyana. So why don't you do something that is special for hip hop, strictly for hip hop artists? You're gonna have like 12 categories strictly for hip hop artists. That's when we had the idea of having Malawi Hip Hop Awards.
I really love the idea so much. I love it. I was kind of bummed out that we didn't have it last year. But we're not gonna focus on that. Are we having them this year?
Yes.
Nice.
Definitely.
Dope.
Nice.
Definitely.
You definitely have our full support. I'm sure everyone in this room is gassed
Definitely
to see that happen.
Definitely.
Because
especially now, because I feel like now there's so many hip hop songs that are
that are
true.
popping.
That's
that
true.
are popping.
That's very true.
actually, and even in the clubs. That
And people are paying attention too, which is really dope.
What music? You talked about even in the clubs. How do you know?
I know because people will send me videos. Good day. To compare on time, way big.
Okay.
I don't go out. Do you know what is in our world? Maybe
crazy.
I've been to Mingo before on a Wednesday.
Wednesdays.
Yeah, no. we went there to watch football. Then okay, we're just like the only ones in the club. So but I don't go out.
Like you shut it down.
And there's a reason why I don't go out.
Where did you go out?
It's a principle. It's called don't be too available, especially as an artist.
Yeah.
Because when people are paying to see you, they're coming to pay to see the brand. They're coming to pay to see you because it's bigger than the music.
Yeah.
Once you become too available and people can see you every weekend for free, why would they pay to see you?
Good point.
Yeah, so I feel like as an artist, it's okay for you to go out like every once and then. Kama nobe zazira say artist awimba ku Epic Saturday. Kama Friday so and then the next day people are supposed to see you on stage.
Supposed to pay to see.
Pay to
you
see
get. So people need to pay to see you.
Yeah.
So you need to be exclusive to a certain extent. You know, that's why I don't go out. That's why I don't party like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talking about shows, your Mzuzu show.
Yeah.
It was very cheap, and I had conversations with other event managers that were complaining, saying, "Why has he made the show so affordable?" It's sort of like
I like that word. It was so affordable, not very cheap.
not cheap. Okay, okay. But yeah, why was it? Why did you put it at that price?
That two reasons. One is value. Two is fan base.
Okay.
What do I mean when I say value? The problem with most people these days, they're like, what? They late money. They don't understand the concept of money. Kaligari. People used to trade. They would say, ndugu basani mwina pagira chimanga inu mundu basama baga wira mpunga. Because it was value. The value of bagira chimanga and the value of baga wira mpunga, it was the same. These days when you have 10,000 kwaja, you're able to buy certain things, but you can't buy certain things.
Yeah.
Because of value. Komaso, with the same 10,000, you can buy something maluena and maluena songa jigule jumwejo. Because when I saw environment, you can add value to that very same product. You get. From when I'm doing shows, right? Because I saw like a lot of comments, people saying you've made a lot of money. I'm gonna explain the figures. That show, the budget for that show was around 17 million.
17.
Yeah. People don't understand. Just for that sound, we paid 1.6 mil. Stage about 1 million. We had 2 tracks coming from Lilongwe Nzuzu. In a Nanyamula stage, in a sound, because they can't be in the same. Because it's Zuzu, you know? In a 450, in a 450. You need to have an engineer, you pay them. You need to have genset running for like 4 days, starting the time when Ubanga said it. So just everything that you're seeing in front of the show, that was close to 5 mil already. You need to have my ticket IMT4. That's already like, at the time, Garuma Zone Tengwama ticket December, they were like 600, 700. So those 4 tickets are already around 2.5 mil. We're already like on 7.5 mil. We have to move my artist to now security. You pay 20,000 per person, you have over 100 people. That's already 2 million plus. You get. So when you combine all those factors that people don't see, when I know on paper my budget is 15 mil. Even on the day, if I tell you what at that show and because now you need to understand one fact as well. At that point, if anything happens to that show, you get. So at that point, so even if you have to use your own money, you're gonna have to use your own resources to make sure the aliasa would then step. There were people at that show who were stuck. As my show would transport. I released money, could I say, make sure all these people get home safe, because that's very important. Because if something happens to anyone at that show, I'm done. Since I'm so sure, because my fan base, I'm a kala mtola sanzika kwa magolo hayo. You get. Zangaza mwenye zote ushoya kwamba umanyilika so all those factors will patigiza. Imakazo dollar ijendea 2 But the reason why we make these investments is after that show, I gained a lot of value from the show. The value that is bigger than any amount of money that you would think I made from the show. The value that I'm saying is, if I went to Standard Bank before that show and got 5 million, I can go back to Standard Bank and get 10 million for my next show. Because of the success of the show. The success of the show, when I see that amount of money in my pocket, but it gave me that amount of value. So I understand the concept of value a lot. Because value that you invest in now is going to make you money in the future. If I went to any organization before that show and they didn't take me serious, if I walk in the office now, they're going to have a different attitude. So it gives you leverage, you get. It gives you a certain level of value. Now, let me tell you one thing. If I do a show and I'm charging 5,000 kwacha and I have 2,000 people, ndabanga 10 million. The same show, if I'm charging 2,000 kwacha and I have 5,000 people, ndabanga 10 million. The same show, if I charge 1,000 kwacha and I have 10,000 people, ndabanga 10 million. The same show, if I have 500 kwacha and I have 20,000 people, ndabanga 10 million. But the value that I'm gonna get from 2,000 people and 20,000 people is different. The figure is the same, but the value is different. That's why we make sure when you're doing the shows, you have, first of all, you need to understand your fan base. And we understand good fan base ife 3 quarters makazo tsama kugira nchiro mafano uri mwina alipa holiday abita so secondary mafano uri madalira pocket money. Yeah, iwewe kama yona ndama as an artist 2,000 kwacha umona ngati ndama yojepa koma komfana amene yoyo amakazo uri to them 2,000 and 1,000 are two different amounts.
Yeah.
There's a huge difference because fano Gwamba ora makala untandi, right? Amakazo uri mina the mother amagulisa tomato mantandi vaja, the father mwina nda cook in 47. Mwina mwezo gatama ndra mwina 50,000 60,000. That person has to take care of the family, right? Komaso in the process that person has to spare mwina 1,000 yona mpase mwana wao kudabwele usho yako. Kumakala mafano da maenda kuchoka untandi kubwela golf club kubwela laso Mario fans are jamino. So those people ukamapanga show, because if you're not doing a show, but if you're doing a show but you don't understand your fan base, that's very wrong, because you never understand kuti in a scene faith moves. Siningabanga show ku BICC au still attend pin. We have different audiences. I respect his audience, that's for him. Kuma just the fact kuti lulu anabanga show ku BICC ndikuzaza ya usiku doesn't mean ineso ndikabanga show ku BICC ndikuzaza ya usiku. We have different audiences. Tabanga show banoba ku BICC ya usiku singazaza because audience yanga singakwanisa ukabanga zimezozo. So I need to do a show. First of all, I'm not doing the show for me. I'm doing the show for the fans, for Gwamba fans. So you need to understand the fan base. You need to understand the pocket. And then the pricing has to be like that. So the gamenya pricing manager, stima kazodi, you're saying $1 gali so I need your money. No. Gamenya pricing manager, stima kazodi, we understand who we're looking for. We understand the target. We understand the fan base. But then the important thing of knowing a fan base is from that show, if you have a show and you have 15,000 people come at once, your value has gone up. Even now, if you want to book me for a show, I'm going to charge you more than last year based off that show alone. You get? So it's all about the value, number one. Two, fan base. I understand my fan base. I know who my fans are. So I know the amount of money that they can pay. Koma even olode ga 2,000 each. Wouldn't you hear about? Pale mafani naye odisugudu ungangoza zodi show next week aibeza dola mini. Sanga aibeza. That's why even you need to push the show for like 2 months, you know, because you understand your fan base. So the reason why ndimaiga ma show ma price amina jawa, it's not to say kudi no, it's because one, I know my fan base. I know how much they can pay. And I'm doing the show for them. If you can't come, two, value. If a show doesn't gain me any value, then what am I doing?
Yeah.
But then those values, my value, I'm only right? But with the plan that I have, like after the Blanta show and then I do the Lilongo show, the value goes up and up and up, and then you can start making money using the same value. Okay. I've seen that before. You can start making money using that value. But the most important thing for you to make money is you need to have value first.
Create value first.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Awesome. You mentioned shows. You're doing shows?
Yeah.
This year?
I'm doing Kamozo Stadium.
Nice. Is it a show, one show a year? Are you going to do both?
No, I'm doing 2 shows this year.
Okay.
So the Kamozo Stadium concert it's going to happen before my album comes out.
Okay.
It's just a Gwamba concert, like the Nguzo show. And then in October, I'm going to have my album launch.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. My producer keeps on telling me that we've got 5 minutes left. But, you know, the producer sometimes lies, you know. But I wanted to introduce a special segment on the show, you know. I haven't thought about a name for it yet, but I think it's gonna, you know, come as we go along. Gonna ask you 5 questions or 6 questions. I don't know. How many questions do you wanna ask? 2, 6 questions. Okay. Options, it's either or. You know.
Do you have to give a reason?
If you want to give a reason, you can give a reason. But if you don't want to give a reason, don't give a reason.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Okay. Mkatimu or moto?
Mkatimu.
Why?
You didn't say you're gonna ask questions.
Yeah. No, I said he can. You know, if he doesn't want to.
No, it's because I feel like it's very unfair for you to compare the two now because moto is still fresh.
Yeah.
So when something is fresh, obviously it has more attention than the previous thing. But impact wise, you know, phrase odile ondigwa banja. Unomali mngwebanga search on Facebook lero 2021 yalimbidwa kangala because that's impact. Yeah. Obviously already mna saw 100,000 times. Even ungwebanga search pa Twitter lero ondigwa banja. You get. So I feel like Nkatimo has had more impact than any Malawian song in 2021, not just hip hop. Than any Malawian song, because now we're measuring impact, isn't it? Not how dope the song is, but impact. I feel like Nkadimo, but Modo is a very dope song.
Yeah. Oh, but by the way, I saw a snippet of the song with Quest.
Yeah.
Is that also gonna be on the album?
Yes,
or
definitely.
Fire song, by the way.
Yeah,
Fire song. Very, very exciting.
Okay, let's continue with the segment.
Okay.
Next question is DJ Slay or BFP?
I'll go with BFP.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you wanna give a reason why?
No.
Okay. Gonna take it a little gospel. Ethel Kamwendo or Grace Jingle?
Rest in peace, Grace Jingle, but everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it because you've worked with her before?
No. I like her energy a lot.
Okay.
And she still looks 25. So.
I hear it. How was the process of recording with her and just?
I think at that time I was in SA, so we sent the session and then she sent the vocals.
Okay, that's dope.
Young K or Tegan?
I feel like Tegan is the biggest artist in Malawi.
Okay. True.
Yeah. And whether you like him or not, it's just the way it is.
Good. So, Tay.
But music, listen. Musically, I'm a very big. Young K is my favorite artist in Malawi. My favorite hip hop artist in Malawi. I've always said that. So, Young K.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have another?
I have 2 more.
Go on.
Let's relax a bit. Billy Kaunda or Lucius Banda?
Lucius Band is like, come on, you can't compare Lucius Band to anyone.
I bet. True. He's a revolutionary, that guy.
Yeah.
But my apologies. Last one is Patience Nomadingo or Onesmus.
Onesmus is my favorite, so obviously Onesmus.
I bet. But shout out. That's all the questions we have.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
Unless you want me to ask you one more.
Why not?
Crazy G or Matt?
Okay, if you like to mention top 10 greatest verses of all time in Malawi, Crazy G would have maybe 4.
Facts.
Maybe 4.
Big facts.
5. Crazy G's.
Big facts. Big facts.
Because Crazy G's verse in Cindy Danda was recorded in like 2011. The whole of last year and the other year, and I haven't heard any better verse than that one.
Crazy Noja. I saw you posted the other day with Crazy G's.
Yeah, because he sent me a song like a few days ago. Yeah. Matse, I'm in my heat. Yeah, so
what's it gonna be?
on that one. Let me go with Crazy G.
Crazy G. Alright. Nice. I like that you gave the reasons as well. You know.
You spoke of influence.
Yeah.
Who do you think are the top 5 most influential artists of this urban music?
Influence.
Yeah, very influential. Whether it's hip hop or like just urban.
Number one, it has to be Fredo.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you know what Fredo akuzuka muna the whole of last year sa rusa nyimbo. Kama if you're booking Fredo Gispanova and you're booking Majesty mina maimba nyimbo zochuka ni last year kuzo muli bila ndama zambili be Fredo Giswa then Majesty.
Facts.
And Fredo Giswa so muna akuzuka ni impact ambi pa show yako then Majesty because his growth and influence has been organic and he has had very big steps. Zodi Alisana Sanabange on that level.
Yeah.
So he's gained that. He's just big.
Value.
He's
the
just
value
big.
that you're talking about.
He's gained that, but then over the years.
Yeah.
You know? So Fredo is I don't think there's any urban artist in Malawi who has more influence than Fredo.
Okay, Fredo, who else?
Influence. Can I mention myself?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just kidding.
No, but it's true, like, because even rap wise, yeah.
Yeah. The direction of rap.
Yeah. Do you
ever hear yourself in a lot of rappers?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can put yourself.
No. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
But you've done it.
The second person, influence. Okay. The thing is, there's fame and then there's influence. You see? So there are so many famous artists, but then using the same influence, and then you're saying I should mention 5.
No, the 5 doesn't have to be in an order, or that the other ones are not as important.
In an order,
but just
all 5 you. You get because you're saying influence. Yeah. So
that have influenced, say, our culture.
Okay, you say that because when you say influence, it's like that's someone who can say. You know what influence is? That someone who can say, "Jago in jabo."
Yeah, and that's that.
You get that's the influence. Come on, when you say who have influenced our culture, Tigran, Namadingo, Daredevils, a lot.
Who I don't think we give enough credit.
Yeah. The 5th one, I'm gonna mention Sonya.
Of course.
Yeah. Because Sonya will produce for Tigran, and there are songs that he has produced before that. When also people don't know what it was Sonya. Like Agamwile, you know that was Sonya, right? So I feel like Sonya as well.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the most underrated rapper in Malawi?
Underrated. Classic. Yeah. Alright. Classic.
Okay.
Yeah. And I love classic so much. Yeah. And I feel like I would say as a country we let him down, but then I don't want to say that as well. I would say Muna is not serious enough, but I don't want to say that as well. But I just feel like he needs to be somewhere, and I don't know what needs to be happening for him to get there. But I wish he gets there someday.
Definitely. Who are some of the young artists that you're listening to that you're actually messing with? You mentioned Quest. Yeah, I know you rock with them.
But Quest is not a young artist anymore.
Quest is a young artist still.
He's just
upcoming.
Young as in. Quest is not upcoming.
No, Quest
is a big artist now.
Not anymore, at least.
Not anymore. Upcoming, no. Quest is not upcoming. K Banton.
Okay.
I feel like he drops dope faces.
Are you guys cool now? Because I saw there was a certain week when
the thing is, we've never been friends.
Okay.
Yeah, we've never been friends. We've never met before. We've never spoken on that level before.
Okay.
So that was just like, I felt like he was being young, which is allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just handled it the same way we handle all these young guys. But I listen to his music a lot.
Yeah.
Lose You.
Yeah,
I feel like it's very dope.
Nice.
Who else? I was listening to someone just a few days ago. Henry Caesar is not upcoming anymore.
He's not upcoming.
7 or more is not upcoming anymore. So,
but yeah, I'm glad that
DJ?
you're plugged, though. Like, I'm glad that you listen
Yeah,
still.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
you know,
We listen.
because I know there's a lot of artists out there that don't listen to other people, and it's no beef or
they
whatever.
do.
They don't
They
have,
do.
you
They
know.
do. They can't just admit it, but they do.
No, but there's artists who only listen to their own like music.
I can listen to my own music.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Why not?
But you're making music for the people.
Yeah,
You
but
listen
you
to your
know.
own music. The only time I listen to my own music is when I'm performing with a band.
Yeah.
So let's say Saturday in the show. So I need to remember content. In bed.
Yeah.
So I'll listen to my music for 2 days. Couldn't and sabari and come and depend. Come not like basi ndivateni my headset my phone. I'll listen to my songs before they come out.
Yeah.
Come once they're out, like it's for the people.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Hey man, it's been great.
Yeah, it's been
An
dope.
honor. Thank you for making time to come.
Yeah, man.
Talk to us.
Definitely.
Drop some gems.
Drop some knowledge and some wisdom.
Yeah, man.
You know, it's always nice to like sit down and just hear out what goes on in there, you know. And make people also understand where you're coming from and where you're going, because I feel like that's very important.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, man. Big shout out to you.
Alright, bless and thanks and anytime.
Alright, shout out.
Alright, thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. The landlord himself. I hope he's answered.
I hope we've
all your
paid
questions.
rent for the year.
I hope he's answered all your questions and whatever was in your hand. But big shout out to Zaluso Arts for always having us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So-
that we should bring that back as well. Yeah, we used to ask whoever we're interviewing to pick one song to be played at the end. I don't know what song.
Played Cheese Nanjuji, Mercy.
Alright,
Yeah.
dope.
Alright.
Oh yeah, that's someone else as well who really dope.
Yeah,
It's fine. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much.
One
Alright, big shout out to
Next
Zonzo
time.
Live. Make sure you subscribe, like our Facebook or Twitter, follow us on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, big shout out to you guys for watching.